Right, we live? We live? We are up? We're good. I think that's about as long as I can possibly let that horrible song play for. I'm still wavering between whether or not that is either too annoying or just the right level of annoying. But I think I still like it. I think. We'll give it one more week and see if that intro song's still too dull. Anyway, hello. Welcome to another awkward stream of me trying to fill an hour of dead air by myself and make some weird music. Hello. If you're watching on an archive, welcome back. You can skip past all the boring bits, that's fine. But if you're watching live, no such mercy for you. None whatsoever. My name is Tom. You will probably know me better as Anki or any other musical alias you probably have seen around for the last few years. What we're going to do today is same as we did the last couple of weeks. We're going to make something weird from scratch. Something super, super weird from scratch. No idea what yet. And then at the end of the stream, we're going to listen to some unreleased music because I am sat on so much of it. Too much of it. Like just a stupid amount. So we're gonna have a listening party at the end. So for starters, let's make something weird. Now last week we did, what was it, like 100 BPM, I think it was 100 BPM. And week before was 150, so we need to do something. Tell you what, this is at 128. Let's do 128. Let's do something housey, something annoyingly housey. Check on the chat room. Hey guys, is that Majuri? That's definitely Majuri. What's up, man? Hey. By the way, if anyone is in the chat who does not know who Majuri is, this dude is an absolute don. He's been supporting my music since day one. Absolute legend. Basically biggest fan and amazing supporter, and I love him immensely. So welcome, my friend. And Tapalo is back. 3rd week in a row, which means so much. Let's check the viewer list. I'm pretty sure it's just you two at the moment. Oh, we got wave music as well. Alex is in as well. And Renix, hey man. Awesome, off to a good start. Everybody is in. Sick. Right, we are going to make some stupid house. I don't know how this is going to turn out yet. What are we going to start with? Drums or instruments? Let's start with instruments. Let's start with a piano, because why not? Let's rip something off. I know what we're going to rip off. Anyone knows the song Push Play by Zed? It's a really, really good song. Really underrated one on the Clarity album. We're going to rip that off to start with. So I'm going to make it more agitated on the piano, turn the volume up, turn the compression up, and let's start doing lots of reverb because that's really important for this sound. Okay, where are we at? Synapse, in you come. A little bit less dry wet, a little bit more time, and take the low cut way up because no one wants muddy reverb. That is the bane of my existence. And some delay. Why not? To be fair, you're having a pretty good existence if your bane is muddy reverb. Let's take up ducking, ping pong it around a bit, and let's get it on an 8th as well. So it should sound something like this. A bit high, but that's alright. I think that's pretty close to the same intro tone, actually. That's not bad. Oh, man. Chat is popping off. Reznov, hello. How's it going? And Taplo's music connection is good. Dude, Voya. Hey, man. Was just talking to Voya. You all know who Voya is. He's a very famous, lovely music man on the internet. Makes a lot of amazing, amazing songs. And I love him. Reznov, pardon my French. Welcome, everyone. So, we are targeting that piano sound from Push Play to start with. I think that's pretty close, to be honest. It starts with just that constant quarter beat, doesn't it? It's nice. Needs some compression, though, so let's do that. M-class compressor, let's just feed it in, bring the threshold down, ratio down a bit, attack way down, release a little bit, and output gain up. Because we're not making a subtle genre here, so why be subtle with a compressor? That's a little more like it. How loud is that? Perfect. Right. And now we're going to chug away on crotchets like the boring sons of bitches we are. Right. Not there. What key are we going to be in? We'll be in A. A major though, because I'm not an animal. Right, let's go ahead and put that on crotchets. Way up on the velocity. Oh man, I'm going to make this super cheesy. Yeah, let's make some cheesy house. That'd be great. Should definitely make more house like your Ellie Goulding bootleg. That was fun. It's a shame that the ghosts at Warner Brothers went and took that down. But you know what? It's not a huge loss. That was a silly doodle. And I've seen ghosts in the chat. Hey man, lovely to see you. Welcome. Welcome all to the awkward stream. Right, so we've got constant crotch on the go. That's absolutely the same sound. I'm okay with that. It does need a little bit of high passing though. And can take off some of those super highs and then just kind of cut a little bit of that 4K because as the beautiful saying goes, fuck 4K. Right, now, do we just keep that going and layer something up in another? No, we layer it up in the same piano because we might have ripped off the sound, but we're now going to change it up a little bit. So let's change the chords underneath it. So 1, 2, 3, and then let's change it up from there. Yeah, let's go 5 and then 6. 1, 2, and then up to the 6. Aren't you loving this horrible reverb tail? The ultra reverb piano is great. It's lovely, isn't it? It is my, it's my go-to pretty much these days. It's lovely. Let's hear how this double stop stacks. I'm not sure I'm sold on the rhythm yet. I think we can hold on that minor a little more. Absolutely got to be on an 8th. Yeah, that's more like it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let's get this skewed a bit. So we're kind of doing a little bit of cross rhythm back and forth. What can I say? I listened to the new Meshuggah track like an hour ago, so my mind is in cross rhythm central right now. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I can get on board with that. Let's take the velocity way up. And then take it onto the major? No, let's go up to the 7. And then down to the 4, why not? Let's go a bit weird. Dun, 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 dun. That's going to be really weird, but that could be a fun little main riff. Let's see what's going on. The click's still there, I think. I know, I can't get rid of it. I had a research. I think it is my audio interface being a little bit weird. If it's really too annoying, I will really work on getting something sort of finesse week, even if it just means like using internal sound cards or something weird, but we'll see what's going on. I apologize for that. I don't really know how to stream. This was kind of started on a whim. As you can probably tell by the shonky setup and the fact that I'm using a webcam and have no stream persona whatsoever. But you know what? It's fun. We're running with it. We're making fun music. That's cool. I actually quite like that as a riff. That's not bad. Let's take that down and let's add some chords underneath that as well in like a kind of filtered synth. Not annoying. Good. It's okay. I'm bringing the annoying factor into play here. That's how we're doing it. So let's go ahead and load in my favorite little Super Saw patch. There we go. For any producers watching, Super Saw's really super simple. Like I get questions a lot now because it's like back in the day, it used to be, oh man, how did you make that growl? Oh, that bass is crazy. Now it's just like, how did you make that super saw go up and down? They are simple sounds, lots of nice, pure sawtooth waves, slightly detuned from one another, panned all over the place to give it some thickness, and then do some volume automation. That's literally all it ever needs to be. Right, let's take it down. There we go, that works for me down there, a little better. See if I can go lower. Yeah, lower is good. It's like super hands. The lower the note, the more dread. Right, let's... I'm not sure, that'd be too low. I was like, why am I doing this? Let's be lazy. Let's be really fucking lazy. There we go. It's more like it. Boop. Whoops. There we go. Let's extend it out. Workflow enhancements. There we go. That's a lot better. And now we have the root note of every chord that we need. I'm pretty sure anyway, unless I've done something stupid. There we go. Out we go. Okay. Let's take this down to F sharp 0, because why the hell not? See if that's too low. It's getting into too low territory on that 4, but you know what? This is just a silly thing for the stream. We're just going to go with it for now, because why wouldn't we? So let's stack up an octave to start with. Beautiful. Stack up a 5th. That's not a 5th. That was close. And another octave. Cool. I'm sorry for the horrendous noise that you just heard. Right, let's start stacking up from there, because why not? So we are on a minor root there, so let's do minor 3rd, 5th, 7th, and then stack it all the way up as well. Second and third playing a close relation there, and then just end on the 5th. Why not? Let's hear that. That's nice. That's pretty nice. My buffer size is being a little bit peculiar, so I'm just gonna work on that. There we go. Right. Get off out here, action station. No one needs you. Let's use in the viewer list as well, so make sure I haven't not said hello to anyone. Oh man, there's loads of people. EGNT, hello. Nice to have you in here. I think I've said hello to everyone else. I like the fact that my manager, Alex, has just kind of just snuck in here, sat around. It's not in the chat yet, but he's there. He's lurking. Sneaky bastard, you. By the way, anyone who is in contact with Alex under the pseudonym of Wave Music needs to go congratulate him, because he just hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. Huge, huge congrats, dude. Very, very, very much earned. Right, so what have we done here? We've gone root, and then we've gone down to the 5, haven't we? So 5 is another minor, so we're just going to do minor. No. Minor 3rd. Then 5th. And then 7th. And then go probably up to the root again. And then stack some weird shit. 3rd. Let's do 4 as well. Yeah, let's see what that does. I'm okay with that. I'm not sure I like that up there. That's cool, but I think we can just have some tension by holding on that. Might be a bit dissonant. Let's see what's going on. Too dissonant. Let's take it up to the 4. There we go. And also, this was going to be really filtered anyway, so let's bring the low pass way down on it. There you go. That's a little bit more palatable, isn't it? It's a lot less harsh on my ears. I think I met your music when he posed you for the first time. There we go. That is a beautiful synergy between an artist and a manager. Yeah, I actually sent my music to Alex when the 1 EP came out, and he got back to me just like, dude, this is really good. Is anyone managing you? So I thought, you know, why not? Oh, Ed's home again. Hey, Ed.
Hello.
Do you want to come be on the live stream? Say hello.
Huh?
Live stream? Come say hello? No? This is my roommate, Ed. Everyone say hello to Ed. He's a lovely man. Oh, God. Oh, that's a horrible face. Let's get you out of frame now.
Okay, hello. It's nice to meet you all.
There we go. Right. I'm being really slow on these chords. Number 7 is what we're on next. No, 6. So, major 3rd, 5th, and octave again. And let's stack up some weird stuff. There's the 3rd. Let's see how that sounds. That's fine by me. And then we've got to bring some tension in with the 6, with the 7 even. Let's see what's going on. Major 3rd, and the 5th. And then let's do octave. That should work. That's fine by me. I like the fact that we have these 2 notes running through absolutely everything. It's kind of pinning down the whole chord sequence. That's really cool. I like that. There you go. You've got a few people saying, "Hi Ed, you're famous." Well, not famous. You're like a D-list celebrity now. If you get your tits out, you can go up to C+ if you want. God, is he? Oh, he's actually doing it. Oh God, oh no,
Next week.
It's against Twitch's terms of service. It's not going to be okay. We're going to get banned. It's not all right. Right, so we got 4 there. Let's do 4 again. There we go. That's mine a 3rd, and a 5th, and the 7th. And we've got 2 more guests on the stream as well in the background. This is friend Andy and my roommate Oscar in the background. Can we say hello?
Hey man.
Hey. Got a copy on the
Who am I
stream.
talking to?
You're talking to a ton of people. Look.
I thought I was talking to like what? Am I talking to a computer?
Shit, man. Yeah, no, you're talking to real people. They're sat there watching. Yeah.
Real people.
Real people, the worst type of people.
Awesome, man.
Awesome, man.
Nice to meet you guys. Have a good day.
They're all very lovely people. I only hang out with nice people. There's no point when you're older and hang around with douchebags. Silly. Right, so we are doing a 4 here. That's the minor. There we go, there's the root. And our 3rd, and our 5th. And yeah, sure, why not? Let's just kind of land on our 7 there. That's nice. So done. Nice. That's cool. And then we're going back to, that's another 7, isn't it? Okay, that works, but we're going to have to change the top note a little bit. There we go. So. And then we're back to the 4 again there, I think. That's how the piano line went. But we'll go down. So. It's clipping to L to turn you down. We finally got a chord sequence done. Sorry that took a while. Much slower than usual today. More distractions. Right, let's go ahead and put that over there, and let's stack it with the piano and see how it sounds. That's cool. I like how that stacks actually. I think we can afford to have an octave above this piano actually. So if we just take all of this off and take this up to A4, and let's see how that sounds. That's better. That's actually got really kind of a cool groove to it, and it's not sounding too similar to the Z track we said we were going to rip off, so you know what? I feel like that's a bit of a win. Let's load in a loop, because why not? I'll tell you what, let's be lazy. Let's go to Vengeance. It's been a while. There used to be a time where everyone used Vengeance for absolutely everything. And now, not so much. Now it's just cymatics, apparently. Well, I can't say I see the hype. I think I've had one cymatics pack once, and I was like, nah, I'm okay. I think I'm fine. Let's see what's going here. Actually, no, you know what? These are all too obvious. I think we need something subtle like a shaker, because I love shakers. Let's go to Factory Sounds, because Reason has a load of good percussion loops, actually. Shaker, yeah, that's more like it. A song is never finished until you have Egg Shaker in it. That's the #1 rule of producing. Let's see how that sits. That's cool. I like that, but we're going to need a kind of offbeat snap or a click or something to make sure people know they're listening to house, because otherwise, why would they stick around? Everyone loves house. Your pianos are beautiful. Like, damn, I can't take too much credit for it, man. It is this amazing, amazing rack extension. I talk about it every week because it's so damn good, but Radical Piano, man, it's just gorgeous. Make sure you get it on it if you're using Reason, because it is just so beautiful. Right, we need a snap of some kind of clap or impulse on our 2 and a 4. Tell you what, let's go to Lex Luger. Let's get a trap snap in there. No, those are chants. We don't need this. That's not going to help. Oh, that could be funny. No, be serious. Those are just trap snares. Too flammy. That could work. Ooh, that's got a nice tail on it, actually. That's cool. Let's do a nice bright clap. That could be really nice. Cool. Let's do that there. Be super loud though, so bring it down. Bring it in the same reverb. really pretty actually. I quite like that. Now normally I think what I'd do there is put some guitars on it as well, but unfortunately because of my streaming setup I can't actually put guitars on it because I'm not using this audio interface. Another time, that's another thing I need to fix because guitars are really important to my writing process. They're literally part of every single song. Sorry, I saw a chat thing there. Would you recommend Reason 9 to begin it? It depends where you're coming from really. Yeah, exactly. I've Seen Ghosts has actually nailed it. You don't need to get any third-party software, and the devices that are inside are actually a lot easier to get to grips with. However, because of the way it's laid out, for example, the rack window and all the wires and all kinds of crazy MacGuffins that they have going on, it feels a little bit more daunting than a lot of other things. And actually, there's a lot less media around helping you out because it's not that popular a DAW. I would say if you're coming from a background of like performing live music, like playing instruments, playing in bands, used to things like pedal boards for guitars, that kind of thing, Reason is perfect. That's where I came from, and that's why I resonate with it so much, because having this was just like, it made so much sense to me, whereas Logic or Cubase or FL, all that didn't. Because I could just be like, oh yeah, that's just like my guitar board. I can just put in a distortion and then an EQ and then like a whammy effect. Like it all lined up well, and I could like wire everything up myself, and it felt tactile, it felt real. That's why it worked for me. So if you're coming from a musical background, I don't think there's a better DAW out there than Reason for that. But if you're completely fresh, I'd recommend maybe trying it alongside Ableton and seeing which more of the workflow you prefer. It's one of the same really, but see which speaks to you better. Right, we need some ARPs. ARPs are always more fun. We absolutely need some ARPs, but also we need some cheesy sound effects. Just bring in these sections. So let's bring in a reverb kick. There we go, because everyone loves a low boom. Bring that down. Nice. I can get on board with that. Let's go ahead and bring in another loop, because why the oh, tambourine, more stupid like middle school band percussion. That's what we need. That is what we need. Percussion loops. That's what I want. Tambourine 120. What you got for me? Yes, 5 beers, perfect. That's like gospel. Oh, that's terrible, and I love it. Let's load that in. Yeah, that's cool. Accidentally panned that reverb kick, then we do not need that. Stay in line. Okay, yeah, give it a go, man. They've both got free trials. Reason's free trial especially is really robust. It's definitely worth checking out. And the thing is, with Reason, don't try and immediately jump in and be like, oh, I'm going to make a whole song. It'd be great. Just sit there for a while, get used to this screen, and just load in loads of random stuff. Literally load in a combinator like this, load in an instrument, any of them will do, and then literally add on every effect you can possibly find and see what they all do. Just play around. You can just be like, oh, a bit crush, and then load in, fine, a maximizer, that works, and then what does a mastering band dynamic thing do? And you can just stack things up, and you learn through experimentation in this DAW more than anywhere else. That's what I feel anyway. It feels much more engendered to stumbling upon sounds and techniques yourself, which is really neat. I quite like it. You can theoretically get good just by twiddling dials, because that's all I did. I'm entirely self-taught. I just twiddled my way to victory. Oh man, that loop, that tambourine loop, I love it. It's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and load in. I said ARPs, didn't we? Let's do some ARPs. Everyone knows by now how I like to do my ARPs, so let's go ahead and do a combinator and a Thor. There we go. We're going to switch to square because I love 8-bit sounds, but not filtered. No one needs a filter. Bypass U. I'm going to put an FM pair on for a bit of brightness. Choose some weird values and then just up the FM. Turn on the oscillator and balance it more towards the square. That's where all that weird brightness is coming from, which is lovely. And now we need to turn down the decay so it's nice and clipped. That's much, much better. Okay, what happens if we more that way, and then let's distort it, really distort it. Recently I've been running it through my filter drive because it's such a lovely sound, just kind of rounds off the top of it all. Where are we? There it is. Super loud though, so I apologise for your ears. Let's see where we are. That's pretty cool. Let's high pass it, because as with a ton of brutal distortion, producers, watch out for this. If you're distorting stuff, make sure you keep your lows clean, because this happens. You don't need any of this doesn't help anyone. So let's bring up our high pass nice and high, and let's make sure that it's pre our inserts. There we go. Let's put some, actually no, we'll wait until the bus to do that, and then we're going to arpeggiate it. So from there, we're just going to go to utilities, put on that, and then we're going to make sure that Thor's not receiving any notes, otherwise you get some clashes. There we go, and it should be arpeggiating. Amazing. I'm suddenly an amazing pianist. Let's go free sync and turn it up nice and high. Beautiful, that's what we need. But really harsh, really brittle, and a bit dumb. So I'm going to take up the rate even more so it's not such an obvious ramp, and then we can make it a backing arp, because everyone loves a backing arp. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this whole patch, I think. There we go. We're going to bust them together. We're going to pan one to the left, one to the right. Beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and just slightly detune this one and turn the pulse width somewhere a bit weirder. And then on the bus, we can afford to process it quite brutally with some reverb and some delay. So where are we? There we go. Yeah, apologies if I'm a little slow today or a little rambly. It's been a very long day of music making. My ears are very tired and my brain equally so. And it's surprisingly difficult to keep talking for an hour and a half of absolute dead air. It's fucking knackering, frankly. Right, let's go ahead and load in our reverb. There we go. By the way, for anyone just tuning in, this is not a song that I've attached to in any way or really proud of. This is something we started for the stream about 20 minutes ago now. We're going to be listening to some unreleased material at the end of the stream, so if that's what you're here for, it is coming. We're going to listen to some new hotness. It's going to be lovely, and we're all going to have a good laugh at me. It's going to be great. So now we've got these arps. Oh, that's pretty much better. That's what we need, just a little bit of backing. So I think that dry wet's probably a little much now. Let's see where we are. Beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and low pass it as well, because we kind of want it in the background. Don't want it taking too much focus in this section. And tell you what, actually, we're just going to load in our bass line, and we're just going to strip the bottom notes and see how that stacks. There we go. So let's hear where we are. Too subtle. It needs to be higher pitched for sure. Let's try an octave up. 3. See where we are there. That's cool. It's just floating along in the background. It's a little bit too obvious it's an arp. I want it to be a bit spacey, so I'm going to up the dry wet a little bit, up the time, and up the dry wet of the delay as well. Why not? Don't need it to have too much substance. That is pretty though, isn't it? Right, let's copy this section again, but we'll start rising through here, and then we'll just do like a drop section or something there. That'll be fine, and we'll do a little block there that just says like rise or something, I don't know. Beautiful, and then we can start building, so we'll bring in some build snares. Other stream, you said you made your own sounds. I was wondering how you do the drums. Drums is an interesting one, because I make a lot of sample packs when I'm actually doing drums for my own projects like the Anki project. I actually know exactly what kick I'm looking for because I made it. So all I have to do is load in a kick drum and just process it the way I know it likes to be processed, so a bit of compression, a bit of EQ, like very subtle things, and it sits nicely in the mix because I know the response of it. But when it actually comes to designing my own drums, it's a bit of a mess between actually synthesizing my own drums, so using envelopes on synths to create the pitch attack and the kind of sound that a drum would usually make. Kick drums mainly, I use a Thor and get like a really sharp pitch attack on a really, really low note. And then I will mess about with envelopes and shaping to get a sound I want, and then I'll layer that back in with acoustic sounds, so sounds that I've recorded from me or friends of mine playing an actual drum kit and isolated sounds. And then I'll kind of process them all together and do some weird bus stuff, usually lots of multi-band compression, some strange distortion, making sure that all the reverbs are intact, and then really processing it to hell. Like doing some of the stranger kicks, like in this one, it got a bit mad. Where are we, kick? Oh, yeah, that one in particular, you can tell that's coming from a live setting. But there There we go. They're all a little bit nastier, but they're all layered from kind of live sounds mixed with synthesis. But I'll do like an in-depth thing on that another time, but it's really not very entertaining to watch. That's the trouble. Right, what we're looking for. We're going to do a build snare now. Let's go ahead and find... Yeah, let's do an 808 again. That worked. Worked last time. Snare 2. You're an 808. Beautiful. And we're going to do some volume automation to make it sound a little bit less robotic. Although, to be fair, it is an 808, so who am I kidding? We're not going to fool anyone that this is a human. Let's bring down the level a little bit. There we go. And just kind of roll along with that 3/16 pattern again, because that was pretty good last time. And tell you what, let's stop on the quarter and do a pre snare, because everyone needs a pre snare. I haven't used one of those in absolutely ages. Yeah, tell you what, let's just bring all our clips back, and then we'll deal with the MIDI a bit later. There we go. Nice and tight. Good. And then I can get rid of this clap because we need pre-snare. For anyone who doesn't know what a pre-snare is, you absolutely will when you hear them. They are snare made by Eric Prydz. That it's kind of like a big boom snare hit with loads of white noise that reverbs out to the end of the bar and then gets immediately cut off. It's used in every house song ever made because they're really lovely, but it's become kind of a joke. It's a bit of a meme snare now. Right, where are we? Prydz. There we go, pre-snare. That's the one. Oh, 6 though. I think we're using 6. Absolutely. Let's load you in. Make sure we've actually got a transient lined up because there's nothing worse than a slightly off-grid pre-snare. It's the stuff of nightmares. Very tame nightmares, mind, but nightmares nonetheless. Let's taper that back in. There we go. And audio track 7 can now come the hell down because pre-snares are ridiculously loud. Same thing with this, and we're going to filter our build snare as well. So low pass, off, and sorry, on. Jesus, the exact opposite of what I meant. And come from nothing all the way up to the top, and then we're going to high pass it off at the end. But at the end, we're just going to go ahead and take it up to 32s and constantly trigger that really nice and obnoxiously. Because if we're doing house, we're going to make it horrible. Let's go ahead and do a high pass and bring that all the way up. Beautiful. So where are we levels wise? Cool. That's not actually too bad, but we need to make sure that this actually works. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit, and then we're going to start high passing at the end, which we did. Good. But it was a bit loud, and then the pre-snare needs to be louder, and we're going to solo it out. Because that's the only way to do a proper pre-snare snop, apparently. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, let's have a look at chat. What's going on? Good. Okay. See what's going on. Oh, it's been so long since I've unironically used the pre-snare. That's kind of amazing. That's so dumb. I love it. Right, we need some more interest on this. I don't think we need that piano full in. I mean, we were ripping off that Z track, but that was literally just for the tone. So for now, let's low pass you in as a nice intro. There we go. Beautiful. Then we'll start loading in some drop elements. Absolutely need a drum fill there. Not quite sure which one yet, though. This kick and nothing on. Sorry, dude. That's the nature of producing music. You'll sometimes make a lovely build and you won't have a drop ready yet. I was actually doing that all day on this remix I'm doing for a band called Hikari. I was really proud of the build up, and it's so hype. It's just aggressive and loud and angry, just things building everywhere. And the only thing I had in the drop was a vocal chop, and it sounded so disappointing. I was just having an entire day of feeling so sad. Right, what were we looking for? Drum fill, that's what we're looking for. Tell you what, let's use a preset one because I'm lazy on stream. Let's see, tom fill. That is a lovely sound, that is. Right, but let's filter you in as well so it's not quite so obnoxious. Turn you down, put a little bit of room reverb on you because why the hell not? Not rack, Jesus. Need to go up to the low pass. There we go. And is that the Final Fantasy VII victory fanfare I just sang under the mirror? Okay. Right. Well, I got that hideously wrong in terms of time stretching. That's not correct, is it? No, it absolutely isn't. So it either has to be there, yep, or it has to be there. That's more like it. That's the one. Dum dum dum. Bring it down a pitch though. Lovely. And then I'm just going to copy that exactly over there as well. Need some more prelude snares, some sausage fattener too. I agree on both of those. Tell you what, I think our drop should just be this prelude snare, time stretched into a 16th, and then just copy and pasted out all the time, and pitch shifted up. There we go, that's a perfect drop. Here we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for, right? Okay, let's go ahead and build with some rises, shall we? That is the beautiful thing about Reason as well. No sausage fattener, no crutch. That's the thing. I say it like I'm throwing shade on it. If I have access to sausage fattener, I will probably use it. But it's alarming how much people will throw that around especially when it doesn't need to be there as well. It's a little scary. Let's go ahead and go to the hybrid pack, FX, and yeah, let's use Riser 5 because that is usable-ish. And time stretch you way the hell in. That should be fine. Bit louder. Nice. Right. I should really actually make a drop, shouldn't I? Because this is getting too much of a tease now. Even if this won't ever be a song, it's sounding relatively nice, and it needs some kind of a drop. It needs some kind of payoff, otherwise it's just unfair. Let's put some short reverses into while I'm at it. So there we go. For any producers watching, these are insanely useful. That one will do, that's kind of a cool sound. Finding little short reverses that will kind of just do the transition between phases, so you just put it on the bar before, incredibly important. Like, it really ties over your overall sound so that you don't get any jarring transitions and the listener just has a nice, smooth experience. Little bar-long transition effects are your friends. You can never have too many of them. Nice. And now it's time to drop. We're going to drop it like it is relatively warm. Let's put that over there. This is our side chaining, and because it's a house track, we don't really have to be very imaginative with it or even wait for the drums. We know it's going to be 4 to the floor. Let's delete audio track 1 because... Oh, and we've made audio track 1. Lovely. Really shouldn't have thrown any shade at it, really. Let's go ahead and load in kick 1. 1 is nice. It's a little bit dubsteppy, but you know what? This is not going to be a commercial release. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and compress it and EQ it and do all the lovely things to it that makes it a kick. What am I looking for here? There we go. Again, I'm still so super slow on this Reason 9. I love the update, but what they've done is they used to have a big long list of all the effects you had, but now they've listed it by developers' names, which is lovely because I think the developer needs to get credit for their work because they make amazing devices that help you make music. But at the same time, I don't know any of their names, so it's making my workflow very slow. Let's go ahead and kind of just cut some frequencies out of here. Beautiful. Scoop it, scoop it, scoop it. Because Metallica put out a new song, and I actually kind of like it. It's kind of cool. It's like old men trying to be young, and it actually kind of works. I'm kind of into it. But then again, I am a big Metallica fan, and I didn't hate Death Magnetic, which in some people's eyes makes me a terrible human being. In my eyes, just makes me a little bit of an idiot. But you know what? I have some guilty pleasures. There we go. Just arranging my kicks. There we go. So we've got a little quarter note without a kick, and we've got a whole bar to transition out of as well. So let's hear how that kick sits in. Oh, that's a punchy kick. A little bit too much high end though. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate our main piano, I'm just going to delete all of the notes that it brought in for us. There we go. I'm going to copy down our main line. There we go. Nope, that's got the weird edit on the end of it. I'm going to take it all up an octave. I'm going to high pass it the hell out of the way. And this is going to be like our backing atmos for the drop. So I'm going to run it through sidechaining. And let's go ahead and high pass it way too much and turn it down a little bit. Throw it off to the right. And that should kind of float along in the background around our drum. It would help if I put it in the right lane, wouldn't it? There we go, that makes more sense. Nice. So that's literally just going to be in the background around all the other synths that we've got going on. Okay, so now I think it's time to load in a kick hat, because that's very important to make sure you tie your kind of lower drums in with the rest of the cymbals you'll end up loading in. Make sure to have a hat at least on 4 to the floor, and probably on most of your kicks and snares as well. Just has to be subtle, but to be fair, might not be that subtle this time around. So let's reverse it in the gap as well. Beautiful. Right, let's take it out over the bar. Nice, and take out these two and shorten that up. And then we have our full phrase. Beautiful. I think once you've been producing for long enough, you kind of just exactly know where the phrase is going to go and all the little things you're going to need to take out. It's kind of alarming, but once you've made a house track 400 times, the 401st house track is actually incredibly easy to write. So let's load in a clap on top of that, because why the hell not? There we go. Also, that's a point. If anyone has any music they'd like me to listen to, for example, if you're a producer and want me to have a listen to your tracks, or if there's simply a track you think I would really dig, feel free to put it in the Twitch chat or send me a tweet. I would be more than happy to listen to it on stream and either A, let you know what you think of your track, give some feedback, or B, simply jam out to a piece of music you can enjoy. We can do that either before or after the unreleased music bits and bobs, if anyone is actually wanting to do that. Right, what am I looking for here? Claps. Claps is what I want. I did a Wobble House pack, so let's go ahead and find the clap from there. Oh, 10. 10, you are the one. You are the one for me. Right, there we go. Let's go ahead and put that on the 2 and the 4, because again, I'm not an animal. Can you imagine if a house track came out with a clap on the 1 and the 3? Oh, I couldn't cope with it. That's like cringe channel material. Right, let's go ahead and bring down audio track 12, high pass it to get it out of the way of our kick, because this actually had a little bit more meat than I was expecting. And let's just kind of EQ out that 4K area. Actually, no, a little bit higher, about 5 to 6. But then we're going to saturate it and room reverb it as well. So we're going to go ahead and load in my favorite little thing. This is Reason Sausage Pattern. I lied earlier. This is the thing you throw on everything. It's lovely. It's just one dial, bring it up, and it's just, oh, it's so nice. Warms the sound right up. What am I looking for? Was it EQ? No, reverb. Reverb is what I was looking for. For sure, we'll do bright. It's a bright track. Just under 20%. Nice long tail. Let's see how that's sitting. Aha, way too loud. That's more like it. Nice. That's more like it. Okay, audio track 12, you can come down. Way the hell down. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we're good. Okay. What we're going to need on this drop? I mean, we're going to need sub and bass anyway. So let's do that actually. Tell you what, let's do that right this second. We'll start with sub. This is how I like to layer up my big kind of full pad sounds, is start right from the ground. So literally load in a sub. Work out your line and then just kind of stack basses on top of that. So I'm going to use my cheat again, because that seemed to work nice and quickly last time. Right, come down to F2. Nope, not G. There we go. Do not want our sub a semitone out. That's way too low. I'm going to have to take you both up, because we're starting on a strong note, so we can afford to go up a little high. And then you need to be B2 as well. Dun dun. And then there we go, that's our subline, that's absolutely fine. Let's copy you out, take you out the transition bar, and copy you out again. Nope, not like that. That's wrong, that's right. Okay, let's take you down. Where were you? Let's put you through sidechain. Actually, do you know what? That's probably going to be a fine volume. Low sounds need a lot more of a push to be audible in the mix, whereas incredibly high piercing sounds, that is way easier for them to like cut through the mix. So you'll often see me turn them down like a lot because you don't need much with a super piercing sound. So we've got our sub there, which should be doing a nice little pulsing rhythm. I'm actually going to shorten all the notes up a little bit so we get some separation in there. Yeah, that's more like it. And tell you what, I'm just going to do this exactly the same on there. Hang on, how much was that by? 148. 148, beautiful. And then I'll just copy and paste that over. Nice. And now it is time to start putting some bass on it. So let's go ahead and use the Terraform mixer. That's always fun. This is like a really targeted, filtered supersaw sound. Actually, no, I think it's more squares. Yeah, this is the square one. It's a really targeted, filtered, distorted square wave. It kind of fills any hole in the mix you want just by targeting it with resonant filters. So say here we've got like 89 Hertz and 302, so it'll target that exact range. Ooh, nice and cleanly. But that's not what we want it for. We want it to be nice and dirty. So we're going to take the filter completely up, open it up, and we've got this sound, which is always nice. Oh, that's good. Now we're going to destroy it. We're going to multi-band distort it as well. That's what we need. So we're going to utilities. No, not utilities. It should be in utilities. Effects. Let's do screen for distortion. Beautiful. And then we're just going to come down and we'll shelve everything below 800 Hertz. Sure, put it on tape. Play the speed off against the compression a little bit. Distort it all the way up because it's not a subtle sound. Bring it way the hell down, and now we have this monster, which is so stupid. Right, there we go. And we're just going to copy that down. Make sure it's going through sidechain. There we go. And actually, you can be the start of our synth bus. See where we're at. Okay, so we need some synths on top of this for sure, because at the moment it's just low end. Right, so what we're going to do is the same kind of super saw patch that we were working with earlier that's low pass, I'm actually going to load in on just a fuller version of it, so it's not low pass. There we go, and that's going into the same bus as the distortion. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, let's load that in. So let's take up this exact string of notes to hear how that sounded full. Ugh, this is going to be an absolute ball ache though. I've got to go ahead and just bring this down to 148. There we go. Ugh, oh, this was such a mistake. I could have done this way easier, but you know what? Everyone makes mistakes. It just happens that I'm live streaming mine. Okay, let's take that down, take it down to 148 again. No, 143 is fine, I don't care. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to do that individually. I'm going to map them all out, and then we're just going to target more at the ends. Beautiful, we're nearly there. Boring bit is nearly done. There, and there again. Nope. No, that is... Oh no, that is correct. I'm being an absolute tool, as per usual for this stream. Okay, let's take this down to 148, the magic number. Beautiful. Okay, where we're at. Just sounds pretty cool with just the lows and the drop. It does sound pretty cool. I'm working on a track at the moment, which to be fair, I might actually play later if my computer will allow me, like just a quick snippet of the drop. It's that kind of vibe, literally just that distorted bass, but overdone and kind of worked into a weird justice kind of line. It's pretty cool. But for this one especially, that kind of like euphoric tone we need to absolutely nail. So let's go ahead and do a low pass effort on this here as well. Bring it all way the hell up. Okay, now that we've got that pad in, I'm going to, because I know it works, load in a pad that stacks with it. So, not pads, it's actually in leads, short stab pads. It's this kind of really bright supersaw sound. It sounds like this. Perfect if you're making shitty 90s hardstyle, or apparently rip-off house. So let's go ahead and do bus 2 there. Gonna load in exactly the same notes. I'm actually going to take it up an octave so we get some brightness out of it, because otherwise it might get a little bit too muddy. That's fine. And let's just kind of take them out. So let's hear where we are sat now. That's cool. That's not sounding bad. Oh damn, I did it on the wrong one. It's supposed to be on the bus. That's why I didn't filter. It's kind of cool. I'm not digging the like properly top tone on those stab pads, so what I'm going to do is just join them. I'm going to bring them back down the octave as well, and then I'm going to go ahead and do, tell you what we're actually going to do. Nice little trick to flesh out that top end. So we've got them down the octave, we're going to bring them back up an octave, and we're going to go ahead and bounce it to audio, and that way it's a little bit more malleable. So I can just go bounce mixer channels, it's going to be the stab pads, and it's loop, new track to the song, beautiful. That'll work. Should work anyway if my computer will obey me. Yeah, it does. Oh man, there are some clicks in there. I need to sort out the attack on that. Okay, so we've got stab pad bounce. That can go in there. So that is now occupying the higher octave. This is doing the lower octave, and now we can turn this way the hell down and high pass you. Actually, you need to go in the main bus, don't you? You naughty minx. Yes, we do. It's really, it's not a good phrase to say in a British accent. You naughty minx. It's not okay. British people are notoriously terrible at talking dirty. This is known the world over. We either sound too polite, too posh, or just really fucking aggressive. Our accents do not work for it. Okay, go away, Green Man Gary, no one cares. Okay, let's see where we're sat with the stab pads now. That's cool. Let's load in some arps on top of that, because why not? Actually, yeah, tell you what we're going to do is we're going to load in... Actually, what are we going to do? I don't know what we're going to do. That sounded more desperate than I meant it to. Just like, oh, what are we going to do? Oh no! We're going to go ahead and do another Thor. So it's going to be squares again. Actually, no, it's going to be sawtooths. I lied. I lied to you all. I'm a monster. And an FM pair again, but this time different values. So we'll do 4 against 3 and only a little bit of FM. Turn it on, push it more towards the saw. We're going to distort that with the same thing as we did earlier with our low pass arps to make sure it kind of fits in with the same tone. Where are we? Defilter, that is the one. Filter drive way the hell up. Oh, that's loud. Beautiful, and we're just going to go ahead and... Beautiful, clip it up. Clip it up. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and arpeggiate it. That's kind of what an arpeggiated sound needs. Good. Right, let's go ahead and turn off Thor. Very, very nice. Okay. Nice. And now we're going to try and do it a bit weirdly. So if we do it like 2 octaves, turn it to 3, but go super, super fast. Oh, too fast. That's much better. Nice little 8-bit sound. Let's see what happens if we just load in that line to this. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I kind of like it. If we did down though, down could be fun. Rhythm is like quite obnoxious. I think we can fix the rhythm on that for sure. It's in the viewer list. Ah, Titan is back. Excellent, man. Nice to see you. How we doing? Okay, let's go ahead and... sorry, I've been really neglecting chat and the viewer list this week. My brain is all over the shop. It's been a very busy day. Let's go ahead and... So that's going down. Let's just take the rate down a little bit and let's hear how that is. I really like that as a line. I think that really works. Let's go ahead and duplicate the track again. Throw the detune off a little bit so it's a little bit funky. And funky? Sorry. Watch Green Wing if you haven't already, then you'll understand most of my ramblings. They just tend to be Green Wing references for no discernible reason. Right, this needs some reverb because it's super dry. Let's bring down dry wet, bring up the time, bring up the low cut. Much better. That was a nice chord. Okay, and tell you what, from there, we're actually just going to run it through the sends. I don't want to overdo the delay on that. High pass, make sure we're there already. Good. And send it through the plate, send it through the delay, send it through the... Yeah, send it through the room. Right, it's almost unreleased music time, which is what everybody likes, including me. I love showing off the stuff I've been sat on for a while. Right, let's see where this is sat at. That's actually sitting not too badly, all in all. I think I prefer the intro, but, like, to be fair, we've had barely any time to work on this. Again, anyone tuning in late, this is not anything good or proper. This is just a little bit of fun for the stream, because why the hell not? It keeps me fresh as a producer, and it's kind of entertaining, I think, anyway, just to see something that you kind of, like, witnessed from birth to, not finished project, but something sounding relatively complete as a piece of music. Let's see what we're like with the intro. Let's see where we're at. Absolutely needs a little bit of effects, just tying that over, so we're just going to go to favorite samples and use like a nice subtle effects transition there and there. That works, and then we're just going to put a couple on the drop as well, and then I might call that a day on that, and we'll just look at a couple of bits. Fake and gay. Thank you, Oscar. That is my roommate from upstairs being beautiful. Hello, you horrible human. Okay, where are we at? That Frida, man. It's been so long since I've unironically been able to use that. That's fun. That's really stupid. I'm just going to bring this fill back. There we go. So we kind of hit in on the Frida. Doom, doom, doom. That's cool. And then here we're going to need just a crash cymbal and a sweep down, and then we'll call that a day. I think that's long enough for this house thing. Okay, let's go ahead and find our sweep down. Excellent, that works. Let's load that in there and there. That works for me, but they come in super hot because they're vented samples. So let's go ahead and bring that down, there and there, and then we're going to high pass both of them, because why the hell not? No one needs sub power on their crash cymbals. I don't know, unless you're like crazy Venetian snares, avant-garde producer. No, I have no idea what the hell they're doing. Okay, let's clear that. Here we go. effects are sitting way too loudly, naturally. Natch. Jesus, I sound like a tool. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. Nice. Okay, you know what? We're going to save that up. That's going to be stream track number 3. But we need a name. Well, those are stem tracks. That's a sneaky peek. Stream tracks, there we go. There's stream track 1, stream track 2, Electric Boogaloo. Stream track 3. This time, it's Percival. Because why? Because why not? That's now a thing that exists. Wonderful, that's fun. Before I load in a blank project and kind of just show off a couple of pieces of music before I go and eat my food, I'm going to try and check, because we had Renix just saying, oh, it sounds kind of cool without the highs in, like just the lows. I'm going to see if my computer will run this remix I was working on, because it's nowhere near done yet. It's so early. But it has that kind of vibe to it. It's that super like distorted low gritty bass, but instead of just being a layer on a pad, it's its own feature. Let's see if this will run it. Let's drop it into the middle of it and see if it can cope. Oh, it's tough, but we're going to run with it. If it gets too bad, I'm just going to hit the stop button. So this is a remix I'm doing for a group based in Liverpool called Hikari. They're awesome, lovely people, and they make very nice music. This is by no means even close to done. This is a few hours work now. Actually, no, I think on the drop it's maybe about 45 minutes, but the rest of the tracks got a couple of hours into it, but it sounded pretty cool. Let's see if this will work, and if not, we'll just listen to unreleased music.
Saying this is who you are, you're waiting for a falling star, hoping I'm your saving grace. Come on, do that work that way. You take the shots and then we fall. You're waiting for
Alright, my audio interface is really struggling. That's a shame, because it's sounding really nice. I want to see if the build can work with it though. Will I ever finish stream track 1? Probably. I'll probably finish stream track 1 at some point. If I get like an off day, I might do something with that. I think there's a good vocals sample that could work. Yeah, boy, her vocals are amazing. Like, if you need anything doing for a project of yours, if you need a top line, I can put you in contact with her because she is fucking great. She's doing some vocals for me on a track I showed off last week called Break Your Fall. It's really good. Let's see if this will work later on.
I know, you're sick of the silence, and I know, you wish we were fighters. This is my home. Slow down, will you be quiet? Before we catch fire.
No, that's not going to behave itself, which is a real shame because this build is so stupid. I love it. And then when you drop it, ends up getting really crazy. Which is pretty cool. Really empty at the moment, but it's gonna sound lovely, especially this like section here. Because in the original track, they have this really cool like pentatonic riff, and I was like, I could put that in a distorted bass. That's all I've got at the moment. It's still sounding a little poo, to be honest. Like, all the ideas are in there, but it needs so many more layers and a lot of processing work. But it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really fun. So yeah, Renix, that was the sound I was talking about earlier when you were like, oh, maybe just leave the bass in. That's what happens when you make the main bass the focus of it. It's this super gritty, overly done kind of, not re-sound, but just absolutely horrible sort. Which is very fun. So that is something I'm working on at the moment. That should be done hopefully in the next couple of days, I reckon. That'd be cool. I don't know when it'll be out though, because it's up to them and their remix plans. So I think it's time to listen to a couple of tracks of unreleased music before I go eat my tea, because I'm wasting away, frankly. It's exhausting doing a stream. I think it's time to listen to some unreleased stuff. What should we do? Oh, I know what we can listen to first. something that I teased on Twitter a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm doing some collaborations with lots of people at the moment. One of them is with a lovely man called Twen, who I was in contact with a long time ago. And we kind of just started talking again, and we're just like, we should make a track together. And we have. And I just did a test bounce of it today, actually, this morning, which is very, very fun. But it's nowhere near done, so bear that in mind. The mix is a little off still. It's not mastered, so it's going to be a little quiet, and it's got a few issues that I need to sort out. It's also a lot darker in tone than a lot of the Anki stuff. Not to say that it's not kind of still upbeat or energetic. It's just you'll see what I mean. It's a lot more minor focused, a little bit not edgier. I don't want it to come across like Shadow the Hedgehog edgelord kind of stuff. You'll see what's going on. But yeah, this is a track I've made with Twen. It's called Coming Home. Don't know release plans on this, but I actually quite want to get this out ASAP. So this could well be the next thing coming out. Bear in mind, mix is nowhere near final, so the final version will sound quite a lot different to this, but this will give you an idea of what's going on. So yeah, this is Coming Home with Twen.
This time I'm coming home again tonight, and save your tears this time. I'm coming home again to make it right.
Thanks for the love, guys. This has really turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Quite a personal track, but it's cool. I'm really liking how it sounds. Bit different. It's cool.
This time I'm coming home again tonight, and save your tears this time. I'm coming home again to make it right.
Yeah, there we go. That is the one with Twen, my good friend Twen, which is sounding really cool. A little bit different, a lot smoother synth-wise, a lot less brittle and harsh, but it's cool. Really like it. There we go. Who's Thanks, man. Vocals are actually mine. You wouldn't have thought it, but yeah, if you process them a lot and vocode them a lot, those are what my vocals sound like. Which isn't too bad. Like I don't have a terrible voice, but it's not good either. And I especially hate writing verses. I can only really do choruses. But yeah, that's me, which is always cool. Actually, really beautiful. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. That wasn't quite as glitchy as you like them. I know we could have gone glitchier, but the song didn't call for it, unfortunately. Right, what else can we show off today? Could do the October Child collaboration. That's always fun. It's one we've been searching for a little while. Let's go to Anki. Where are we at? This PC, local, no, data drive, C drive, move, Anki. What have we got on the go? 22 is lovely, but that's literally just a piano. Could show you what's going on with Sammy as well. That's always good. Half the new tracks. What else are there? We've got Still Need You. We've all seen Miami, Unrepeated, and Ignite. That's fine. Pre-box demos. Tell you what, let's load in Hard and Heartless. Do Hard and Heartless for half of it. Half of Relics, and do half of. Then we'll do October Child to finish. Because these all need vocals, so without them, they will feel a bit weird. These are all super old now, actually, like really old. But they've been sat on my computer pretty much since before the One EP came out, actually, which is crazy to me, like ages and ages ago. I just haven't got any vocals for them yet. But finally, people are actually working on them. So these are all going to be on the next EP. Hopefully, they're all coming together. Finally, there's like, I think I counted the other day, there are like 16, 17 tracks that are done. So me and my manager are going to sit down and really kind of segment things into like EP2, EP3, things that are dropped to labels, singles, collaborations, all kind of stuff. So anyway, this first one is a track called Hard and Heartless. It's called that because of a Childish Gambino tweet, which I'll explain another day. But this is a little bit more fun. I think vocalist on this one is a dude named Bobby, but I'll check up on that because I'm losing track of my vocalist. But this one's a little bit more rock edged. It's pretty cool. Thanks. That's a little preview of a track that's called Hard and Heartless. It will have vocals on it, and it will be far better mixed than that when it finally does come out. God, that's been a while. I think I wrote that in February, maybe? Jesus. There we go. Which one was this one? It sounds great even without the vocals. Thanks, man. Yeah, I really love the kind of tone of that one. The chord sequence it really reminds me of the Veil of Maya track that I really enjoyed, and it kind of took shape from there once I had the chords down. Really cool. I'm hoping that one's going to come together nicely because I'd love to have that on like the soonest EP. Right, this one was Relics. Actually, no, you know what? Let's not do Relics. Let's do something different because Relics really requires the vocals. This one hopefully is going to have our good friend Mika Martin on it, who you'll know was on the first remix I ever did, which we, well, not ever did, but first remix I ever put out under Anki, the Urban Step one, and also he was on the last EP. So hopefully that will work out okay. We were going to look at the October Child one, but there was something else we were going to have a look at, and I can't remember what. Let's have a think. No, I'm at a loss. So you know what? Let's load on the October Child one before I forget. Okay, there we go. This is super old now. I met October Child, who by the way is one half of Dreamlag, who I did the Firefly remix for. I met October Child just after the one EP came out, and we were having a chat and thought, yeah, let's make some music together. And this actually turned out beautifully, but it's now not sounding great because I've been sat on it for like 7 months. 6 or 7 months. Oh, I knew what I was going to show you. That was it. Done. Originals EP2. Left to Pay 1. That's the one. So speaking of Mika Martin, this is another track I did with him. But the reason this has been sounding like this has been finished, done with vocals for over half a year, easy. But the reason is that me and my manager sent this to a certain big artist, and he really liked it. I wanted to collaborate on it and put his own sound on it. It would be a collaboration, but it's been over half a year and he is still not really done much. And it's a shame because I love this. I love this song. I'd love to release it with him, but if not, I'd just like to release it unto myself because I really want to get it out there. Production is really lacking. I would change up the kick drum and the snare, but just listen to Mika's vocals, man. He absolutely kills it on the top line of this track. The top line is so catchy. This is called Left to Pay featuring Mika Martin.
I've been around the block a few times, but I cannot contest. I've had my heart apart more times than I want to confess. Do you want to tell me one thing? Don't you have something to say? I've been around the block a few times, but I cannot contest. I've had my heart apart more times than I want to confess.
That's enough of a teaser, that one. God, I forgot how much Mika absolutely fucking killed it. Oh, he's very talented, man. That top line slays me in the build-up. I love it. Absolutely love it. Freaking love Mika's voice. It's an amazing voice. Step Room's still the person way. It's actually kind of one of mine. Like, I really get on with that track. Takes me back to an easier time. Thanks for all guys. I freaking adore that track. It's killed me to be sat on that for so long. I actually wanted to get that out end of March. Which goes to show how long I've had it. But it would be really great if this big artist was working on it. If not, just like I'd love to be let know so we can release it because, as you can hear, it's a banger. I love that song to pieces. I think it's great. Anyway, this last one was October Child. That was the one. This will be the last one that I really need to go and eat some food because I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. So this is the collaboration with October Child. We actually have a vocalist called Gray working on this at the moment. Actually, that's a very good point. I need to email her back. Shit. This is kind of melodic dubstep thing. It's quite fun. We'll do the whole one on this one. Why not? Just to end the stream on a positive note. Mixdown is atrocious. It's not going to be as loud as the last one, that's for sure. But this turned out really nicely. There's a couple of elements in here I really, really like still. And this will be out hopefully pretty soon. We'll see about release plans once we have vocals. Same with all of these. Anyway, this is well, untitled. We don't have a name for this yet, but Anki and October Child with a collaboration. I love it too. I just don't make much of it, frankly. So yeah, if you enjoy this one, I might make a little bit more. Sick. There you go. That is the collaboration with Octoberchild, which is hopefully finally going to get released soon now that we have vocals coming. Second drop for the win. I honestly, Matt, I'm pretty sure we're kindred spirits. Second drops are always my favorite, always the favorite to write, because like the people who are listening, who are like kind of casual listeners, they'll get through the first drop and go, yeah, that was cool, I like that, let's save that, let's download that song, let's move on to the next one. You'll find that you can go a lot sillier with the second drop, and then the people that really enjoy your music will stick around for it, and that kind of becomes a staple. I just love it. I love stupid elevated second drops, because I don't know, that's just appeals to who I am. Right, I better go because I'm really hungry, so I need to eat, and then my other alias is putting out a cold water remix because, like the rest of the world, I have to remix that. Sounds a little bit like this. Hang on, where are we? So yeah, I've got all of that to do, which is exciting. So I'm off. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a genuine pleasure having you invade my home through my screen. I apologize that these are kind of weirdly awkward and stilted sometimes. This is my like weekly dose of extrovertedness, so I'm doing my very best. I love each and every one of you. Thank you very much for sticking around and supporting my music all this time. It's honestly still mind-boggling to me that there are people out there who want to listen, let alone watch a stream like this. It's incredible to me. So thank you all so very much for joining me. Hopefully I will see you next week, and I'm going to bid you guys later. See ya.